get to this game without remembering a few of those details of that last Super Bowl appearance. They were up 28-3. Ended up losing in overtime to New England. Give them a ton of credit for putting that game behind them, getting back to the Super Bowl so soon. That shows a lot of character for this franchise.
Play action. Here's Tua. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing the tone for this one.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, it's Tua. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And this one complete to Will Fuller.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Tua sets up to pass it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Atlanta takes the field. Their offensive leader, of course, Matt Ryan, the former Boston College Eagle.
And he comes in off of a tremendous game in the NFC Championship round 2 weeks ago. This has been a team all season long that's really taken their identity from their quarterback, and he's been very vocal in the days leading up to this game that he believes that this is their time, and he's going to do all he can to will them to a Super Bowl win.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
He'll buy some time right. It's caught on the right side at Smith. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
On 3rd down, it's Patterson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
This is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. Gaskin again on second down.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing is Txhoppa on third down here. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be fourth down.
Txhoppa going for it on fourth down.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Ryan. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Well, there was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So the sack pushes them back, and now third and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan flush to his right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. Back deep for Miami, Jalen Waddle. A chance for Waddle on the return. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do. Gaskin again on second down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They'll run now with Gaskin. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Gaskin. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. This is Gaskin on the carry. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Here's Tua. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. Touchdown, Dolphins! For the 1st touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that, as his guys are on the board 1st here tonight.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action with Ryan. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Ryan. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Christian Wilkins just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll roll him out right. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. On 3rd down, Patterson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Tua's throws taken in by Waddle. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And the Falcons grab it. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Tua, a final shot before half. He'll get that one to Carter, complete. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. So the halftime show in the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Matt Ryan and the Falcon offense set to get going again. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That really sets him back, a loss of 6.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Ryan now off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete on the deep ball. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So, Charles, talk about a play that could prove pivotal, and I mean pivotal. That decision right there could be really costly.
Without a doubt. You talk about taking a chance there and deciding you're going to go all in, as they like to say. That's exactly what that one was, and it didn't pay off.
Yeah, inside their own territory, game tied, this stage of the contest, boy.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play there for the Dolphins.
Oh, I think we all understand his disappointment. Didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play, and now they're set up 1st and goal at the 1.
Now Carter, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Stephen Carter punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From his end zone, here comes Patterson.
And he returns this to the 22. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Once more, they turn to Patterson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look at each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Here's Ryan to throw. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And he's got some space here. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Tua going to throw. Now thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a handoff here to his running back.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Another run with Gaskin. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Two and now on first down. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 40 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Patterson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. The Falcons on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be third and 15. They run with Patterson. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on fourth down. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And this one will be brought back to the 22. The fourth down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the second quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 77 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Myles Gaskin, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are starting to pull away in the fourth quarter of this Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. With his guys trailing here in the fourth, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And some room to roam now. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. So fourth down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit.
This to make it a 3-score game late. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here comes the Miami defense. They make their way back onto the field. 4 takeaways now. Last one, the interception on that previous drive.
Okay, work with me on this one because I think we've got to do the highlight video at the end of the season. Can you imagine putting this together? The high energy, the impact, all these takeaways cut into one sequence? I think they'll love seeing that on the big screen.
We'll let you do the highlight video. We'll see if they're going to try to get another highlight here on this defensive stand. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Patterson. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Rolling to his right. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. Play action. It's Ryan. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick-6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick-6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick-6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall him on. What a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the fourth quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And this is Parker, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Lindsey now off the read option.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And the